Another awful day for our markets here in the United States. The NASDAQ is down almost 2%. The Dow is down. The S&P is down over 1%. What is Donald Trump doing this morning? He's sending emails like this. Message from Elon Musk. And then last night it was Elon Musk just said your name. And then it was a decision has been made about you. So I opened up these messages that Donald Trump was sending this morning to his subscribers or his email listserv. Here's what he says. Message from Elon Musk. Did you see what Elon Musk sent out to all federal employees? I told Elon to ramp things up. Message from Elon Musk. What have you done over the past week? Give us 5 bullet points. Failure to respond will be taken as a resignation. What do you think about this, Ben? Should Elon Musk and I fire anybody that does not respond? Yes or no? Take the Doge poll at ASAP. And then when you click on the Doge poll, it is fundraising for Donald Trump. I want you to think about that. Donald Trump this morning is raising money off of firing federal employees, where numerous federal agencies have now instructed their employees not to even respond to this because this request is patently improper and unethical. And now Donald Trump this morning is sending that out as our markets are tanking, raising money for himself as people are struggling in our economy. By the way, Trump then sent this morning as he's trying to distract his supporters from what's happening with our country as prices now surge, as consumer confidence plummets, as the price of eggs skyrockets, if you could even find eggs, as our markets are crashing. Here's what Donald Trump's sending. Ben, Elon Musk just said your name. We were chatting about you at Mar-a-Lago, and we want to say a huge thank you, Ben. It means the world to me to have your support, especially ahead of my fundraising deadline. So here's a special reward for your devotion. I'm giving you the Golden Trump Award. Accept your gold Trump status. Folks, this is what he has been doing over the past 12 hours. Then he sends this. Ben, I made a big decision at Mar-a-Lago last weekend in consultation with my trusted advisor, like the great Elon Musk. I made the call to open up a few more highly selective spots for cabinet level advisors. And the first one is going to you. Accept your cabinet position. He's like pretending he's giving out cabinet positions to his supporters in exchange for money. This as consumer confidence registers its biggest monthly decline since August 2021 as inflation fears take hold. And this also as Republicans are trying to push through a budget that would give $3 trillion in tax cuts to billionaires and cut $880 billion from your Medicaid, essentially gutting Medicaid. Here is MAGA Mike Johnson, the MAGA Republican speaker, moments ago saying that Medicaid is hugely problematic. Here, play this clip.
You said that this is just the start of the process. Can you say unequivocally that further down the line, there won't be any cuts to Medicaid programs?
Yeah, so look, let me clarify what we're talking about with Medicaid. Medicaid is hugely problematic because it has a lot of fraud, waste, and abuse. Everybody knows that. We all know it intuitively. No one in here would disagree. We had a hearing in budget just last week or week before last, and they asked the experts, and the estimate is I think it's $50 billion a year in fraud alone in Medicaid. Those are precious taxpayer dollars. Everybody is committed to preserving Medicare benefits for those who desperately need it and deserve it and qualify for it. What we're talking about is rooting out the fraud, waste, and abuse. Every taxpayer, it doesn't matter what party you're in, you should be for that because it saves your money and it preserves the programs so that it is available for the people who desperately need it. That's what we're about. And
you know the thing, Mike Johnson, if you're concerned about fraud in Medicaid, then why are you firing the FBI agents and the Department of Justice officials who are the types of people who prosecute Medicaid fraud? Maybe you should reflect upon that. By the way, here is MAGA Republican Congress member La Lota on the House Republican cuts. And he goes, look, we're not going to touch Social Security, but Medicaid is still a subject of discussion. Play this clip.
They want to cut more than $1 trillion in spending. How do you do that without touching entitlement programs like Medicaid or Social Security?
So Social Security and Medicare are off the table.
Medicaid,
With respect, yes, but with respect to Medicaid, that is a subject of discussion, and there are three priorities that there is whole consensus in the Republican conference about. One, ensuring all the illegals get off of the Medicaid rolls. Two, to ensure that there are work requirements for able-bodied adults. And three, that we take out the waste, fraud, and abuse rampant in a lot of state systems like mine in New York.
One of the things that we are learning as well, though, is that there's currently disagreements about this budget because it'll probably add about $25 trillion of debt. They're trying to, MAGA Mike Johnson and the Republicans, they're trying to kind of come up with a scam to push this thing through by saying, look, we know that in the future, Doge is going to find so much money out there that we're going to be able to offset all of the debt this is going to inflict on America based on the tax cuts to the billionaires. So Elon's got it covered. So don't worry, we're not going to add to the deficit. When most people believe not only are you going to add to the deficit, you're going to destroy the economy and add like $25 trillion to the deficit. The first time y'all did this, you added $8 trillion. This time it's going to be worse. So right now we're following this today. You've got MAGA Republican Representatives Spartz, Davidson, and Massey. They're saying that they're probably going to vote no on this budget. Others are leaning no, but we will find out. You have Democratic Congress member Hakeem Jeffries leading the Democratic caucus outside of the Capitol building today, saying Democrats will not provide a single vote. Here, play this clip.
Children will be devastated. Families will be devastated. People with disabilities will be devastated. Seniors will be devastated. Hospitals will be devastated. Nursing homes will be devastated. So let me be clear. House Democrats will not provide a single vote to this reckless Republican budget. Not one. Not one. Not one. They will not get a single Democratic vote. Why? Because we're voting with the American people. We're voting with the American people.
Also this morning, I'm going to do a whole nother video on this, but remember how MAGA Republican Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna, she's running this subcommittee that wants to investigate the assassination of RFK, JFK, MLK, and she says she's going to release the Epstein files, all of them unredacted. Remember she made that promise? Remember how I said they're never going to do that because Trump's name is already all over the files that exist publicly? So the files were transferred over to Donald Trump's handpicked Attorney General, Pam Bondi. And now the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, refuses to turn it over. And now all the MAGA propagandists and influencers are trying to say that the deep state destroyed all of the Epstein files. That's what actually is going on. I'll do a whole other video on this. But Anna Paulina Luna, MAGA Republican Congresswoman, goes, on February 11th and February 19th, at GOP Oversight sent a letter to the Justice Department asking for a status on releasing the Epstein files as well as JFK, etc. The DOJ has not responded. I'm reaching out on X or Twitter because we can't seem to get a response from the Attorney General, Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi, what is the status of the documents? These documents were ordered to be declassified by Donald Trump. And here's what some of the MAGA influencers are saying. Whistleblower reveals the FBI has begun deleting and destroying the files that could be linked to the Epstein list. I wonder why. I mean, you see these photos of Donald Trump from the 1991 Elite Look of the Year when he would host these beauty pageants for teenagers. Remember when Donald Trump would do that? Remember when Donald Trump said that Epstein was a great guy who likes women on the younger side? Remember when Donald Trump would party and hang with Epstein all of the time? Oh, I certainly remember all of that. One of the things that we're learning as well is that Donald Trump's tariffs that are set to kick in March 4th will likely cause 100,000 job losses in the aluminum industry alone. Alcoa just warned Donald Trump that his aluminum tariffs could cost about 100,000 jobs. Trump said earlier that he would impose this tariff. The tariff takes place on March 4th, which would be likely devastating to the economy as well. Interesting, Elon Musk is just responding now to MAGA Republican Congress member Tom Massey. Tom Massey says, if the Republican budget passes, the deficit gets worse, not better, to which Elon Musk responded by saying, that doesn't sound good. Let me share this with you as well, because we're seeing this across the country as people are saying, why the hell is Elon Musk going through our private data? Why are the MAGA Republican Congress members allowing Elon Musk and a group of 19 to 25-year-old like guys who call themselves big balls to have our medical records, social security information, tax records, to control the tax payment system at the Treasury Department? Why are they gutting all of these important government jobs that we rely on that keep us safe? And now what? Did you see that Donald Trump is fundraising off it this morning as our economy is now tanking even more, that consumer confidence has now hit record lows as people, let me just show you this as well. This is Republican Governor Youngkin from Virginia. Glenn Youngkin here in his own state of Virginia, where people are losing their jobs en masse because how close they are to DC. The MAGA Republican governor's like, we like this. See you later, jobs. Here, play this clip.
Governor, talk about this federal workforce downsizing. What are you doing to prevent these jobs from Virginians from losing jobs in the first place? Here?
Well, let me just begin with the fact is that I don't believe that the federal government downsizing is wrong. And in fact, we need to press forward and drive efficiencies in our federal government. And as a result, in driving those efficiencies, I do expect that some Virginians will lose their job.
It's so strange, such strange stuff. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 5 million subscribers. Thank you for watching.
Can't get enough Meidas? Check out the Meidas Plus Substack for ad-free articles, reports, podcasts, daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, and more. Sign up for free now at MeidasPlus.com.